also want to first congratulate you this auspicious birthday anniversary of great Prophet sallallahu alaihi wa sallam, and also Imam as-Sadiq alayhi salam. This year, the week of unity is so special. We have a proverb in Farsi says that your enemy will help you if Allah wants. Yeah. So in fact what they did was to bring the Prophet more to attention at the Corona time, that we didn't have much majalis, and it might be a little bit weakened by not being present in majalis, but they did something to provoke and give motivation to Muslims to remember Prophet more than any other time before. As our brother said, why they are doing this, it's a long story, inshallah we'll get into it in a longer time. I don't want to talk about that direction today. I just want to speak about a verse of Quran concerning the Prophet, and then what we can learn from it in our lives. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in Surah Al-A'raf verse 157 says, الَّذِينَ يَتَّبِعُونَ الرَّسُولَ النَّبِيَّ الْأُمِّيِّ, those who follow the apostle. An-Nabi, Nabi is the one, what is a Nabi? The one who received the message. Rasul is the one who delivers the message to others. Sometimes there were prophets who were just receiving the message, but they didn't have the duty to render it to people. So they were Nabi. After being Nabi, some people are Rasul, some of them are Rasul. الرسول النبي الأمي الذي يجدونه مكتوبا عندهم في التوراة والإنجيل. This uninstructed prophet, unlearned prophet who didn't go to any school, who didn't have any teacher, and they find his name in the Torah and in the Evangel. So what is this prophet? يأمرهم بالمعروف وينهاهم عن المنكر. Bids and commands them to ma'roof. What is ma'roof? Huh? What is ma'roof? I'd like to hear from you. What is ma'roof?
Goodness.
No.
What is known?
What is known? Yeah. There is difference between being what is known and what is good. You see, here, for example, in such countries like non-Muslim countries, the concept of hijab. Hijab, is it good or bad? It's good. But is it known as something good? No. I remember there was a time in our country that fastening the belt while driving, it was not something popular. Very few people used to fasten the belt. But because of the, so many accidents and people dying, so something around 15 years ago, then the government was very strict with that. So talking about it, bringing it on TV, it's important, there will be punishments, this and that. Then now almost 99% of the country, when they drive, they use the belt, almost all of them. The point is that fastening the belt was something good, but was not known as something good. So if you want people to follow first, you have to make it known. If you want to make hijab, if you want to command to hijab, you cannot say, you have to have hijab, anybody without hijab we will punish. You have to make it known. Talk about it, bring the beauties, these are the fruits of it, these are the harms if you do not wear. Then when it is known, it's not difficult to command to it. So, it is not amr bil wajib, but nahy anil haram. Al amr bil ma'roof. Ma'roof comes after people know the fruits of that. This is what you have to do. This is the duty of scholars. You have to make it ma'roof for people. يأمرهم بالمعروف وينهاهم عن المنكر. Munkar is something that all people know it's bad. Now smoking. Who knows that smoking is not bad? Everybody knows. They have seen those people who smoke. I am going to be like him, like that person, if I go into this way. So this is munkar. Everybody knows what evil thing it is. So you see, Allah says, He's not putting any burden upon you. He's going to call to something which that you yourself know it is good. He's saying, do not kill your children. Don't hurt your neighbors. Take care of your parents. These are things that you know. It's not difficult. So he is returning back to your fitra, to your nature. وَيَنْهَاهُمْ عَنِ الْمُنْكَرِ وَيُحِلُّ لَهُمْ الطَّيِّبَاتِ. He makes tayyibat. Tayyibat are those pleasant, pure things, halal for them. Whatever he says, it is halal, it's good, it's all beauty, it's all purity. وَيَنْهَاهُمْ عَنِ الْمُنْكَرِ وَيُهِلُّ لَهُمْ الطَّيِّبَاتِ وَيُحَرِّمُ عَلَيْهِمُ الْخَبَائِثِ. He forbids evil things to you, ugly things to you, impurities. وَيَزَعُ أَنْهُمْ إِسْرَهُمْ وَالْأَغْلَالَ الَّتِي كَانَتْ عَلَيْهِمْ. I would like to speak about this part. وَيَذَعُ عَنْهُمْ إِسْرَهُمْ وَالْأَغْلَالَ الَّتِي كَانَتْ عَلَيْهِمْ. And he removes, he releases the chains, the burdens and the shackles which were upon them. They were suffering from. So seemingly the Prophet is coming with burden. People were free. He is commanding you that you have to have hijab, you have to perform salat, you have to do fasting, you have to go to hajj, you have to pay zakat, you have to pay khums, you are not allowed to commit this, that, to drink. So he is putting burden on people. But Allah says He is going to remove the shackles and the chains and the burden from you. Here we come to two concepts of making free. Freedom. There is some ignorant sort of freedom. The other one is religious sort of freedom that Quran here talks about. The greatest manifestation of that sort of freedom is liberalism today. Liberalism that says we are going to make people free. And also in this verse it claims that the Prophet is going to make you free. What is the difference? In what sense these freedoms are? So I have to go to the differences between Islamic freedom and liberal freedom. Something that the Prophet is about to bring and what liberalism is going to give you. Now it's a long discussion. But simply speaking, what Islam is to bring in its a specific terminology is positive freedom. What liberalism gives is negative freedom. In another sense, what Islam is giving you is freedom to. And what liberalism gives is freedom from. In liberalism, they say you are free from any kind of pressure to come upon you. Nobody has a right to push you to do something. So when you push women to wear hijab, this is against the freedom. They are free from wearing hijab. They are free from being abandoned from alcohol. They are free from anything they are free from any ban on writing, doing anything. They are free from anything that you are going to say you have to do. But what Islam is about to say is to say you have to do things, then you are free to what? Free to be happy. So this is freedom to get happiness, freedom to get pleasures, freedom to enjoy, freedom to have a good life. So Islamic freedom refers to the result. Liberal freedom, it has nothing to do with the result, just removes the pressures. The difference is that they don't care what's going to happen to you. But in Islamic freedom, it matters what's going to happen to you. People are free from any ban on, for example, narcotics. But Islam says no, it's forbidden. It's forbidden, then you are free to live a better life. So Allah says He commands you to ma'ruf, prohibits munkar, to remove the shackles from your mind and your body, then you can live a better life. What in liberalism, what they have, of course there are different things in liberalism, if I want to go and compare them. Liberalism concerning the free market, shortening the government. They say the government must be so small, and free market. One of the things that these countries like this is suffering is this liberal mentality of the system. You have big, huge shops, malls, markets. You have so many, ShopRite, Spar, Pick and Pay, I don't know the names, you know better than me. The amount of, money which is delivering and is changing in this chain is so huge. But it doesn't go to the pocket of people, it goes to the pocket of specific people. If that amount of goods and products which is delivering in that market is going to be delivered by people, then it can create thousands of jobs. If you go to countries like Iran, like Pakistan, like Iraq, when you go out of home, I have told to brothers, when you go out of a home, then everywhere there are small businesses on the streets. We don't have any empty street. In all streets you go, there are all sides are different, businesses, small businesses. So in any locality, you almost have everything there. And now all people are busy. All people are having their earnings. Their livelihood is getting from there. But in liberal system, no. It's in the hand of few people. Few people make a big money, and there is no chance for the rest of. They don't allow you to have free business. So it's not free. So you see, then it's a kind of slavery. It looks to be free, but in reality it is slavery. It is slavery in a sense that many people are deprived of having jobs. If one person to earn, 300, 500 rands from a small business, he can run a life, a family by that. Every day to get 300, 400, 500, depends. They can manage a life. So all these small 300, 400s are going to those big markets and businesses. And the rest of society, they don't, they have to beg. That is liberal mentality. But Islam is about to give this freedom to all. So Islam bans such system. The banking system, that we have two sins, that they are the greatest sins in Quran. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, when talks about them, says, then prepare for the war against Allah and the Prophet. Two major sins. And both of them are social. They are not individual sins. One is usually riba, and the other is accepting the wilayah of rebels, Tawhut. What you call it today, colonials. To accept, Allah says, the one who accepts his sin is greater than the one who does this. What usually is, what this banking system and liberal banking system does is that they just sweep the money from the people's pocket into their own pocket. And Islam is against this. Islam is about to bring the money, even the money for the government must go to be shared by all people. Then all society grows. So liberalism has its own problem with the market, with everything that they can get into in the media. What they do is that in the negative freedom, apparently they don't put any pressure on you. You are free. You are free. But what they do is that they make a framework for you. You cannot play out of the framework. They kill your choices. They kill your choices. You are free, but how many choices you have? 2, 3 choices, not more. They say, for example, look at America, they say it's freedom. System is free, but you don't have any choice whether you have to choose from the Republicans or you have no other choice, whether this or that. There is no freedom. They limit your choice. They limit your choice. Then you are free. Free to play in this ground that I have prepared for you. The media, they wash your brain. You are free. The women are free to wear hijab or not to wear hijab. But whatever they are bombarding their mentality is that you should be naked. Now you are free to be naked. If you want to bring a program, something that, okay, now let's want to speak. You say we are free. We want to speak the other side, to say that for women the dignity comes with hijab. Every good thing will come with hijab. They don't let you to speak. Dr. Abdulaziz Sashadina has a book on Islamic studies in the West, in the universities. He says everything that you have to say in the university, in the academic field, must be critical towards Islam. You cannot say that this thing is good about Islam. No, this is religion. This is not member. This is not a religious school. This is not a masjid. Be academic. What does it mean, be academic? Just criticize. Always criticize. You cannot be for. You have to be against. Then you are academia. Then you are speaking according to science. This is how they manage their ground. They don't let you to be free. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says the Prophet came to give you freedom. There is a lot to be mentioned. There are many points about the freedom in Islam and in Christianity, in liberalism. Maybe inshallah another time we get into it. So Allah says in brief that the Prophet has brought this message. Apparently there are some do's and don'ts. But what comes out of it is a true freedom, is a positive freedom. Freedom for a specific purpose. So for being free for that, you have to have some limits. And these limits are not going to limit you, they are going to free you. لِيَزَعُ عَنْهُمْ إِسْرَهُمْ وَالْأَغْلَالَ الَّتِي كَانَتْ عَلَيْهِمْ فَالَّذِينَ آمَنُوا بِهِ وَعَزَّرُوهُ وَنَصَرُوهُ وَاتَّبَعُوا النُّورَ الَّذِي أُنزِلَ مَعَهُ أُولَٰئِكَ هُمُ الْمُفْلِحُونَ. Muflihun means successful ones. This is freedom to be successful. In Arabic, I told you, they call the farmer fallah. Fallaha. Fallaha means to put the seed in the ground, in the soil. You have the soil, you have water, sunshine, everything is there. After a while it grows, and it grows when the seed of the wheat grows, and it brings the fruit. It has grown with many of those seeds on it. Then at the perfect moment that it was able to reach to the end of the journey of bringing the seeds, it is fruiting the seeds. It is called falaha. They say that seed that we put in the soil, falaha, means it grew. It was successful to reach to the end of the journey. So the one who brings the potentialities Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given them, they flourish all the potentialities, they are muflih, they are successful ones. Allah says, then this freedom that the Prophet brings with, of course, commanding to ma'ruf, prohibiting munkar. This prohibiting munkar is not to limit you. It's going to give you freedom to reach to that success that you deserve to reach. And it is very interesting that Allah says, very delicate this point, about النور الذي أنزل معه. What does it mean? The nur, the light which is revealed with him, not ilayh. Means that the Quran and the Prophet both are being revealed. Both of them are being revealed. Don't think that the Prophet is on the earth, Quran is being revealed. Otherwise he has to say unzila ilayh. It says unzila ma'ah. When the Prophet reached to the position of qaba qawsayn aw adna, then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala another time is revealing him to you. Then the Quran is coming with him. Then it says unzila ma'ahu. And how can you do, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in a very nutshell is showing you the position of the Prophet. That this man is revealed to you. And whatever is being brought by him, he has been revealed. He was in a place that even higher than angels. Now he has revealed from that position to you to take your hands for that success. He knows this journey. He has sent himself, so he knows the way very well. He is in the journey. He is with you. صِرَاطَ الَّذِينَ أَنْعَمْتَ عَلَيْهِمْ. This sirat belongs to the Prophet, belongs to the Ahlul Bayt. They know it very well. They know how to go into this journey. Now he has made this favor to you to come back to you on the earth with the nur, with the light, with Quran, to take your hands and to ascend you to where he was. عَسَىٰ أَن يَبْعَثَكَ رَبُّكَ مَقَامًا مَحْمُودًا. Inshallah, we ask Allah to give us, all of us, to be there. Chance and tawfiq to be among the real followers of the Prophet and Ahlul Bayt. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.